Just want to let you lot know that if you're watching this clip on the Fozcast YouTube channel, the full episode is now available to watch exclusively on Spotify, and it's free. Come on.
This is where now you had a similar situation, like when I guess at the age that you're at, this is where your agent needs to earn his money, isn't it? Because obviously clubs will know that you're available, but this is where contacts come in, and in my eyes, this is where agents should be picking up the phone and making things happen. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, completely agree. And I've put the pressure on him already. So yeah, he knows.
Are we at the stage now then that anytime your phone vibrates, you're quickly looking at it going, and if it's him, he is getting answered above everything.
Yes.
You could be out for a romantic meal with the wife. It doesn't matter. That phone call
and
is
when
getting
he's ringing
answered.
in, he goes, "Just checking in, John." Oh, don't ring me to check in. Ring me when you've got some news. I'll tell you something now. Wrexham in League One next season.
Oh.
Arthur Akwanko has not 100% signed for next season.
Wrexham?
Good club. You know the club. You know the club. You've played there on loan when you were a young
I'm not
GK.
sure the fans of the...
I don't know. This is a different John Ruddy. This is an older, more experienced John Ruddy.
That was a tough time, that Wrexham. Jesus. But I'd killed myself before I went to Wrexham because I was on loan at Stockport just before.
Yeah.
And we actually played Wrexham in my last game and we won 5-2 at Edgeley Park. And you played at Edgeley Park.
Yeah.
So the away fans are literally like from here to the
they're
camera away. They are really close. And I turned around and given it to them a little bit. I was young and petulant. And they'd conceded 5 the game before. So I turned around and they were giving me loads of crap. So I got 10 goals in 2 games, giving it all of this. And then I ended up leaving Stockport after that because my loan was finished. Went to Wrexham. My first game was at Peterborough away. I walked out for the warm-up and the Wrexham fans had just started singing, "We remember Edgeley Park."
Oh, no.
And I've gone, this isn't probably going to go very well.
No.
But, yeah, that was a tough one. But, again, what they've done is phenomenal. And it shows if you are getting the right recruitment, getting the right manager in place, then anything's possible. And, going back to the point about Ipswich, yes, the blueprint's there, but Birmingham can still replicate that.
Yeah.
And do that blueprint next season and look at recruiting players who people are probably deemed too good for League One, who have still got a point to prove in the Championship, and then you coach them to be better players and better individuals.
You could look at Wrexham as a bit of a model there, couldn't you? Because whilst they've got some young good players and stuff coming through, the lads they've signed like Stephen Fletcher, James McLean, you've said Ben, they're really good pros, are still doing it at a really good level.
Yeah, they sign the person first. They sign people first, and that are very good at playing football. That's how they sign it.
Blues will need that, won't they? Because League One, we've seen it over the years with like Coventry going down, Sheff Wednesday, historic Premier League clubs. It can be a really hard league, can't it?
I'll tell you what I am looking forward to next season is those Blues Wrexham games, by the way. Because
Brady versus Reynolds.
Bear in mind, they are in the same league next season. It's ridiculous.
It's bonkers. Right, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Have you met him? What's the experience
he's
like?
Been over a couple of times. I was actually fortunate enough, so obviously being the age I am, having a conversation with the owner, Tom Wagner, and sort of saying, look, I want to keep playing for as long as possible. And he's just gone, we'll set you up a call with Tom. I'm thinking, let's just, all right, I'll believe it when I see it. And then all of a sudden get a message from Tom Brady saying, hey, I want to set up a call and stuff like that. So I had a couple of Zoom calls with him and messages.
What are you chatting about?
Just like he's very involved. Involved. He's very hands-on. I think his personality is, if he's in it, he's in it.
Yeah.
So we had his guru, Alex Guerrero, come over. So he was over for a few weeks and he literally came in and just went, that needs to be better, that needs to be better, this is all right, that can change, that, and just went through the whole club and basically audited the whole club while he was over from the training ground perspective. And they're now going to implement everything that TB12 as a brand do. So it's going to be from a nutritional aspect, recovery aspect, physiological aspect. They're going to do everything they can to make players not be like Tom Brady, but give players the best possible chance to be at their physical peak by game day. And it's phenomenal to think you're working alongside or being fed information that has helped Tom Brady become the athlete he was.
Yeah, that's amazing. So those Zoom calls with Tom Brady, were you nervous?
Absolutely.
Where were you taking you? Were you in a like nice little setup? Make sure the kids aren't coming in and all that jazz.
100%. I was in the office. I just said to the missus, I was like, right, I got this call. I was like, don't disturb me.
Yeah.
Make sure the kids are quiet. I don't want to hear anything. And then I'm there and I'm sweaty palms and I'm like, right, I've got a list of questions that I want to ask him. And then you don't ask any questions that are on the list because you're just so in awe and you're just like trying to feed off nuggets of information. But then the whole conversation you're just sat there going, I'm talking to Tom Brady. This is Tom Brady. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, it's unbelievable. Just you then start to just realise the magnitude of what he done as an athlete, and you're like, it's unmatched.
Yeah,
like,
it's phenomenal. Isn't it?
Yeah. And then before we played Huddersfield, he came on in the team meeting. He came on a video call in the team meeting and just sort of gave us some motivational words. And you know, he really resonates in terms of the demand that he puts on you, the togetherness, the team aspect, being together, like working hard for each other first and foremost, and then letting your individual quality come through. You know, so hopefully moving forward for Birmingham, he's going to be more involved in that aspect as well, and players that are working there will take on the information that he gives.
I think you've probably put a lot of Blues fans sort of mind at ease really with that Tom Brady talk, to be fair, that he's so hands-on, because we don't get to see that. No. Do we? From the outside, you don't get to see that. Do you think he knew what he was letting himself in for? I remember back to that time when he first sort of joined and he was sat in the pub in Birmingham.
Like Small Eagles.
Small Eagles.
Oh my God.
He's having a pint with the Blues fans.
Pint of mild.
With the Zulus all around him, just looking after him.
Yeah, but that's you know, that shows not just himself but Tom Wagner as well.
Yeah.
The amount of affection they have and have developed in such a short time for the fan base and for the city and the club. And that's why I say, like, I'm not worried for Birmingham City as a football club, because with the ownership that they have, they will, and they are determined individuals. You know, they haven't had the success they've had either in business or sport without being determined and ambitious. So I've got no worries about the club moving forward, that they will get to where they got. I said it in the programme notes for the last game of the season. I believe Birmingham will be in the Premier League in 5 years.
Yeah, love that.
Like, regardless of being in Championship or League One next season, I believe they will achieve those goals, because they are so driven and determined to do anything that they can to make that the goal.
It just need a hard. It's a
hard reset.
Like it Ullum, but it's a hard reset now, isn't it? Yeah. But if they learn from it, and like you said, if they implement these things, what Alex was coming over and saying, this needs to be better, that needs to be better, then fingers crossed.
You've got to turn it into a positive.
Yeah.
You have to.
Thanks everybody for watching. We hope you enjoyed this clip of the Fozcast. If you would like to watch the full episode, it is now available exclusively on Spotify for free.